Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast. So, look, man, this Deion Sanders to the Dallas Cowboys has been getting a lot of traction, and I don't know why, man. First of all, I'm very shocked that Jerry Jones spoke to Coach Prime about the job, and it's like, for what? I mean, is Jerry Jones really going to relinquish, everything to him, and stay out of the way? Okay, that's what everybody's talking about. Is Jerry Jones going to let Deion Sanders cook, and cook with what? You have Dak Prescott coming off an injury. All right, he's not going anywhere with that contract. All right, Michael Parsons, he's due for a deal. And then you got number one receiver in CeeDee Lamb. Okay, that's it. That's what you got to work with. Okay, Deion Sanders has said that he wants to coach his sons, plural, Shador and Shiloh. That's not going to happen in Dallas. Okay, maybe Shiloh can get signed on a practice squad team and make his way to the main roster for the Cowboys because he'll be one of the older players in the draft at 25 years old. Okay, Shador Sanders is going to be probably one of the top quarterbacks taken. Who knows, depending on where he falls. Okay, NFL draft. Let's look at the draft order and who has it. Let's see. Right now, Titans 1, Browns 2, Giants 3. Yeah, man. And then the Raiders. Could he go to the Raiders at 6? Very possible. There's been a lot of talk about the Giants never really drafting a black quarterback. They'll make history doing that. It was the Titans take Shador Sanders at number 1. Possibly. I mean, unless they like a different quarterback. But yeah, I mean, so him going to Dallas without Shador, that'd be a tough decision for him to make, and to leave Colorado where he has a lot of control over there. And the only reasonable job, in my opinion, is the Raiders. But I heard that the Raiders didn't even want to. I heard the Raiders didn't even talk to Deion Sanders at all. So they could end up drafting his son and then not even talk to Deion Sanders about the job. That'd be very weird, in my opinion. But that being said, though, look, I mean, Troy Aikman the other night said that, look, the Dallas Cowboys job is not as a coveted job as people think, and I think we already know that. I mean, the only reason why the Cowboys is looked as an illustrious job is because it's the Dallas Cowboys. All right, one of the most recognizable franchises in all of sports. Period. Okay, but in terms of how it's ran and the level of productivity they've had in terms of winning championships over the past 30 years has been 0. Okay, no NFC championship appearances, and obviously no Super Bowl appearances, yet alone winning any championship since then. Okay, just on this merits alone, the franchise is a very mediocre franchise. Okay, but because the Dallas Cowboys obviously is going to get a lot of attention. Because if you can win in Dallas, then, I mean, you pretty much supplant your legacy and become immortalized, right? But very hard to do when you have Jerry Jones, who's here. And Jerry Jones is 82 years old, man. The clock is ticking on him. I'm wishing the man great health and everything, but he has to make a decision quick. And if you're gonna bring in, if you do put all the stops to bring in Deion Sanders, then you got to step away. You got to step away, and Deion Sanders coming to Dallas Cowboys is going to generate you a lot of money very quickly and bring up the evaluation of the Dallas Cowboys. But is Jerry Jones going to get in the way of that? Is he going to meddle in the kitchen way too much, man? I mean, look, Deion Sanders, he said he's happy in Colorado. Okay, and I get it. He has to say the right things because, he doesn't want to say anything, or he doesn't want to, make a decision or put Colorado in a bad light or make them nervous or anything like that, even though I think most people assume that, look, if he leaves, nobody would be surprised if he left after this year. I mean, I always looked at the Colorado situation as a 2-year thing, and it's been 2 years, and he's shown that he can turn a program around, although it's college, not the NFL. Okay. Does it make sense for Deion Sanders to go to Dallas Cowboys? I don't think so at all, man. I think the Las Vegas Raiders job is a much more better proposition for him. I think him in Las Vegas would be a massive draw. Okay, especially if he's able to get his son Shador to be out there. Makes much better sense. Yeah. So I mean, look, me personally, I think Deion Sanders going to the Dallas Cowboys would be a massive mistake, in my opinion. Massive mistake. I'm not saying Deion Sanders can't handle the pressure of being in Dallas, but when you're not winning, you're not producing, the noise is gonna get louder and louder. And I mean, look, you saw how defensive Deion Sanders got when things got rough in Colorado in year one, right? Can you imagine the noise and how things would look if he's not hitting things out the gate in Dallas? Right? Is the grace period going to be as nice and friendly? I know Deion Sanders is Mr. Showtime and Prime and all that, but I mean, will he be able to ride the storm and handle it? Because the NFL media is much more ruthless than the college media. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Prime can't handle it, but you saw how he acted in Colorado in year one when things were getting a little rough. Okay? I mean, it's Big D. You know, he has a lot of cachet in Dallas. You know, a lot of people appreciate what he's done as a player out there, but it's a different ball game now when you're the head coach, and you're working with pieces that you didn't bring in. You can't recruit players and nothing like that. You got to go in there, and then you got to deal with Jerry. And you have to deal with Jerry Jones if Jerry Jones is going to step back or not. You know, very interesting, man. Don't think it's a smart move for Deion, but we shall see what he decides to do, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.